most fatal crashes happen, or even serious injury crashes, when ordinary people make mistakes and there's not a median barrier, there's not a side barrier, they run off the road, there aren't rumble strips which stop them from running into a train.
So you want more things to protect people from themselves, basically, or from other people's mistakes, obviously.
Well, that's what's been demonstrated to work.
All right. So what's the circuit breaker? Because Safer Journeys had roughly the same idea, and that seemed to have no impact.
That's right. And there's been at least one review of Safer Journeys, which was the safety strategy from 2010 that was supposed to carry us through to 2020. And it was found to be, it has the right philosophy, but it doesn't have any monitoring. It didn't have any actions. And clearly it didn't have the buy-in from the people who are required to deliver these changes, whether that's, the people designing the roads and prioritizing the infrastructure spend, or the approach to enforcement.
You've got safety cameras and not speed cameras.
Well, safety cameras tell us what they're there for, and they're there to stop people
Speeding.
dying. But why? Not just because we don't think you should drive fast. We don't want people to die. And I think that the thing that really motivates me, and I think most New Zealanders would agree with, is when you think about your children. If anyone listening has children or nieces and nephews or grandchildren, one of the biggest threats to their lives, one of the most likely causes of death for young people in our country is car crashes. And when they are first taking their steps at being independent and going on a ski trip or a tramping trip with friends, you want them to be on a road traveling a safe speed, on a road where they're unlikely to die if something goes wrong, if a mistake happens. And you want the other people around them to be driving at a safe speed.
The median barrier build seems to be going very slowly, even though people are expecting it to happen. Where is it?
It is
Because that
happening.
seems to be a no-brainer,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. And median barriers have been demonstrated in New Zealand to be extremely effective. Centennial Highway used to have a fatal crash at least once every year.
So why hasn't it been done all over the show?
Well, really because we had the previous government who programmed most of the spend on just a few very expensive highways and a few urban areas.
You're
That's
in the
true.
driving seat
Yep,
now.
that's right.
And yet you send out this incredibly hefty consultation document with loads and loads of words like vision and strategy and journey and transformative and targets. Just build the median barriers.
No, fair point, Kim. And it's one of the things that I've found frustrating is that it does take a certain amount of time because the transport infrastructure is contracted years in advance, basically. And so we came in, we couldn't cancel all the contracts that were happening, and that wouldn't have provided us the money to immediately roll out a whole lot of safety improvements. But we were, even before this strategy comes into place, because it's out for consultation now, we have significantly increased the amount of money being spent on safety upgrades. We've programmed $1.4 billion on safety upgrades, which will improve at least 870 kilometers of state highway alone. And then probably it'll be in the thousands of kilometers when you include local roads as well.